Hi guys, welcome back to Determined to Praise. So I pray that you guys have been enjoying the videos, and that you guys have been enjoying this topic of having faith over fear. I think it's a really, really important topic. I think it touches so many different situations. It's like such a wide variety thing that you can just speak about so many things. And I really pray that in this year that you guys decide to have more faith over fear, because fear is just a thing that gets in the way. It's we give it more credit than we need to. And I just think that it's really important. There are so many things that I plan on speaking about this year about having faith over fear. And I really hope that it just encourages you guys, for one, to know that you're not by yourself, you're not alone in this, that there's so many of us that want to do things but are just so fearful, and we just give fear way too much room, way too much strength, and don't let us move on situations that we really, really want to. So I pray that this year that together we're able to step out and move and just trust God and have faith and not allow our fear to get in the way. I really hope that you guys have just been enjoying the videos, that it's just been strengthening you and that it's been encouraging you, to just move forward and step out and do that thing that you've been wanting to do, but you've been just letting fear step in the way too much. So today, I feel like it's really, really important. We're going to talk about helping people because I feel like it's a really important thing. And a lot of times, I think, especially with us followers of Christ as Christians, sometimes we forget about that, if that makes sense. I feel like sometimes we could just be so stuck on, you know, not sinning and being obedient to God that we forget that we're also supposed to help one another, that we're supposed to be Christ-like. When you see someone in need, that you should help them. And I think a lot of times we don't because we're worried about ourselves and, this is my last, I don't want to give this. But I think one of our most important things to do on this earth are to help people, to help those in need, to help that friend or that family member who's suffering, to help give them strength and help them to deal with their situations. So for one, I wrote down the definition of help, and it says to give assistance or support, to make more pleasant or bearable, improve, relieve, rescue, save. Um, there's so many people on this earth now that are suffering. They're in tough situations. They're going through something, and I don't think we realize how important it would be if we were able to lend a helping hand or to just say hi or good morning, hold a door open for somebody. You never know how a little genuine act of kindness can affect someone else's day or affect their life, because some of them really feel like this world sucks. I mean, it does suck, but there's so much greatness in this world if we open our eyes to see it. If you stay stuck on the negative, that's what you're going to see. And if you focus on the positive, that's what you'll see. And this world can be a very bad place at times, but then in other moments, it can be so wonderful, so beautiful when you're able to just open your eyes and see the things that God has created. And so, but if there were more people, there were more kind people, more people that thought about other people over themselves, more people that cared about what people need, and not being selfish, not just thinking about you, but thinking about that person over there that's struggling. There, I know for me personally, I see so many people out on the street, so many homeless people, people pulling carts and dragging carts, and just some money, or a plate of food, or whatever it is that you can give at that moment, even if it's just like, let me pray for you right now, or encouraging them. There's so many people that suffer that feel like they're by themselves and they're alone, because there's so many people daily that pass them by and act like they're nothing or they're nobodies and just ignore them and continuously live their day. And it's like, that person, you just walked past somebody who needed help. And I mean, I'm saying this and I need it as well, because there's so many times I want to stop and help somebody, and then I go, no, never mind, because I get nervous or I get fearful, because I just don't know what's going to happen, or how they're going to respond, or if they're even going to want what I'm trying to give them. But you see, that's just the fear. That's just allowing negativity, because if we do things for God, it doesn't matter how people respond to those things. If we do things knowing that this is God's will and He wants me to help people, it doesn't matter how they respond to it or what they do or how they take it, but that you did what God wanted you to do. You tried your best to do something nice for somebody. How they receive it, that's their business. You can't control that. What you can say is, God, I tried. And that's just it. But I wrote down a couple of scriptures. The first one is, and do not forget to do good and share with others. For such sacrifices, God is pleased. That's Hebrews 13 and 16. And sacrifices again. Sometimes we just have to not think about how we feel or what we're losing out on, or how much we needed that last money or that last bit of food. Because I mean, we're going to get more, right? But these people out here who are struggling, they may not. They may not have another meal or another place of shelter for weeks or months at a time. We don't know how long people are going without the things that they need, and we have them and we're able to get them. So why not share what you have with other people? um the second one is, um give to anyone who asks, and when things are taken away from you, don't try to get them back. That's Luke 6:30. Now again, that when I read that at first, I was like, what? Don't try to get it back if they take it. But I feel like, again, when you do things for God, sometimes it doesn't really matter what that person is doing or what they're thinking or how they respond, because your heart was in the right place. Only thing I was trying to do was please God. I tried to do something God asked me to do. If you're not happy or you're not okay with it or you're mad about it or you're upset or you're gonna take advantage and try to steal, well, see, those are seeds that you're sowing that you're gonna have to deal with. And because I sowed good seeds and I tried my best to be a blessing to you and do what God placed on my heart, and you took advantage of it, that's something you're gonna have to deal with, not me. So when you do it, be happy about it, and have God on your heart, and do things that are like, don't do them out of feeling like you're forced to do it. Like, oh, I'm a Christian, I love God, I have to do this. Like, be happy about it, because you don't want somebody to give something to you and they have an attitude. You're gonna like, keep it. I don't want that. So be joyful and have a happy, cheerful heart when you're sharing and when you're giving things to people, because it's gonna make them feel better at receiving it as well. But just remember that it's what God wants. So have God on your mind, because I feel like, and I know for me personally, when it comes to different people and different things, everything I do for God. So it doesn't matter how somebody responds or what they do or what they say. Like, don't get me wrong, I have moments where, of course, I'm human, so I may get upset if somebody doesn't respond the way I want to, but I'm not gonna let it stop me from doing it again. I'm not gonna let it put me in a hole and go, I'm never gonna do that again because that person was rude. No, because that's just things happen in this life, and we can't let every single thing that doesn't go the way we planned it to or the way we want it stop us from doing what God has asked us to do or what He's created us to do. We have to still love and share and be kind to the people that are on this earth. The next one is, truly I tell you, sorry, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me. That's Matthew 25:40. So again, these are the things God wants us to do. So when we share with one another, when we're kind with one another, when we're opening our doors, to the homeless, or feeding people who are in need, or just sharing our last, it doesn't matter what it is or how you decide to give or how you decide to share. When you're able to do it, it's as if you're doing it for Jesus. You're doing it for Him when you do it for other people. So keep that in mind and know that God is the most important thing, and that God put you here to help others. There are so many things on this earth that we were put here to do, and we let fear get in the way, we let worry get in the way, and all these different things that stop us. But if we focus less on other people and other things and focus more on what God wants from us, it will be a little bit easier for us to be able to share. You never know how you can affect someone's day. There are so many people now contemplating on suicide and just feel like this world is not a good place to live in, because there's no one cares enough to help them. No one cares enough to lend a hand. No one cares enough to say, hey, I've been seeing you struggling with that for a couple of weeks. You walk past my house all the time. Let me get out and help you. Or do you need food? Or would you like a bottle of water? Or would you like this? Or would you like that? Because we're so focused on everyone else, but forget about other people, and do what God placed on your heart to do. You just never know how that little thing could affect somebody, or how that little thing could bless somebody, change their life, change their mind, or even help them to believe. Because, Lord, I've been praying for someone to come and help me, and no one's moved and no one's helped me. And now they feel like God isn't listening. But because you decide to get up and be a person to make a difference and make a change and be a person to help them, now they have faith again. Now they believe again. Now they know God is hearing them and answering their prayers. So you never really know what's connected to that little thing, and that goes back to the you matter one that I talked about, how we matter and everything that we do matter. It's connected to something bigger and deeper than just us, and it can really change someone else's life. Something so simple can make such a huge impact on someone else. The next one is, a generous person will prosper. Whoever refreshes others will be refreshed. Proverbs 11:25. Be generous. You're going to prosper. You know, you refresh others, you will be refreshed. You give, and the Lord will give back to you abundantly. You know, every little thing that you do, it comes right back, and it will be even bigger. So whatever you give to that person, God's going to replace it with something even bigger and even better. That's right there should be enough reason for us to give, right? Or for us to help someone else in need. But you know, we get in our feelings and we go, this is my last. I don't want to share that. And I really feel like that's something we should get out of. We should be more helpful. We should be more kind. We should have our eyes open to the things of this world and to the people who are in it and that are suffering. If there's a way that you can help somebody, then you should help them. If there's a homeless person you see sitting outside, would you like something to eat? Would you like money? And think about it. Okay, they may take the money, they may get drugs, or who cares what they do with it. The point is that you tried your best to do something right for somebody. How they take it, how they receive it, that is out of your control. But all you can control is what you do. All you can control is how you respond to a situation. So if you see that person, help that person, give them water, give them juice, or give them a kind word, give them encouraging words. Let them know everything's going to be okay. Let them know that God knows that they're suffering, that they're not suffering in vain, that God sees them, that they're not alone, that they're not by themselves, and that you can pray for them, and that you know what I mean? Like, just something. Give them something. Don't just walk past somebody who is in need and you have something that could benefit them and you're just choosing to ignore them because you don't feel like it. You don't have the time. You're in a rush going somewhere. You know, let's be more kind because what if it was you? How would you want someone to respond to you? What would you want somebody to do for you if you were suffering? If you were alone, if you were homeless, if you needed money, if you needed a meal, if you needed something to drink, if you needed prayer, how would you want someone to respond to you if you were just sitting on the corner somewhere, you know, wrapped in blankets and you're cold? What would you want someone to say to you? What would you want them to do for you? You would want people to have an open heart, a kind heart, a loving heart. You would want them to be generous. You would want them to stop and ask if you are okay. Is there anything that you need? Anything that I could do for you? That's what you would want, right? Or if you had a relative or someone out here who was suffering, you would pray that wherever they are, that there's someone in this world that cared enough to stop in the middle of their tracks and to be kind to that person and to give them what they need. Or your kids, when your kids are in school, I pray, Lord, that you protect them, Lord, and that they're surrounded by kindness, that people are nice to them, that people aren't mean and that they don't bully them, right? Well, we have to be able to give the same thing we want people to give to us and treat people the same way we want to be treated, or we want our children to be treated, or our family to be treated. We can't only do it when we feel like it or when it's convenient for us, but we have to be Christ-like. We have to be loving. We have to be generous. We have to care. We have to be kind to the people that are around us. You know, we have to set an example of what Jesus did when he was here. And the last one that I wrote down is carry each other's burdens, and in this way you will fulfill the law of Christ. That's Galatians 6:2. Um, it's just important, you know, carrying each other's burdens, helping people bear the weight of the things that they deal with in their life. Now, I'm not saying go and overwhelm yourself. That's not what I'm saying to you. What I'm saying is that if you're able to help a person, then help them. If you have the means to be able to help somebody, help them. If you have something that can benefit somebody's life, help them. Don't just ignore them. Don't say it's not bothering my life. It's not affecting my life in any way, so I don't really feel like doing it. Help that person. Be who you need it. And let's not forget that, you know, we are where we are because someone else helped us, because someone else cared enough. You know, so be the person who helped you, or be the person you need, who you needed at a point to help you and the situations and the different things that you went through, because sometimes we forget where we came from and we look down on people as if we're better than somebody, and we're not. So be mindful to where you are in life and where you used to be at in life and who helped you and what they did, and where would you have been if that person didn't care enough to help you? Where would you be? What would you have done? So don't be afraid to love people, to be kind to people. I don't care what they are and what they look like, and you know, if their clothes are dirty or whatever the case is. Help a person in need if you're able to help a person. Be kind to somebody if you can be kind to somebody. Open the door, say hello, say good morning, say have a great day. Give them kind words and let them know that there are decent people on this earth and that there are people here that care and that we're here and that we'll help in any way that we can whenever we're able to help. Um, I hope that this encourages you guys. I hope that it just helps you to be nicer, be kinder to people, and just be more helpful. You know, be helpful, be helpful. You never know how much your help could affect somebody. I pray that you guys enjoyed this, that you guys stay encouraged, that you continue to trust God, that we continue to have faith over fear in this new year. This is going to be a topic that we're going to be talking about for a very, very long time, because it's important that we have faith, that we trust God in every single situation, because you never know how God will move because you did something. You know, you never know how God will bless you or how he'll bless someone else because of your obedience, because you helped somebody that needed help, because you were there, because you were kind, because you showed generosity to a person who needed it. They could have been having a very, very bad day, and because you spoke, or because you said good morning, or because you were kind, it brightened their day and let them know that they're not by themselves. And before I get off the video, I also want to show you guys my shirt. I already showed it once, and I did post it on the YouTube page, but I just want to show you guys again. My Faith Over Fear shirt that I created. Like I said, I just want to give people a visual of the faith over fear. What I see when I hear faith over fear, and we have faith, and it may be backwards for you guys, and then you have fear, and it's just generational curses, trauma, suicide, confusion. There are so many different things: worry, pain, pride. There are so many things that are connected to fear, that we let get in the way and hinder us. And I don't want us to keep doing that. I don't want to keep doing it. I don't want you guys to keep doing it. I want us to be able to trust God and have faith that moves mountains, that trust him regardless of what the situation looks like. So again, let's help people in need. Let's be Christ-like. Let's be loving. Let's be kind. Let's give a helping hand to people in this world. Let's change lives. Let's be there for people that need us, that need our help. And let's show them who God is and who Jesus is by being helpful to those people. Let them show them that this is what God has put us here for, and this is what we can do. We can make a difference. We can make a change in people's lives. So I hope that you guys stay encouraged. I hope that you guys continue to trust in God, continue to have faith and to share, continue to move forward in life. Let's not look backwards. Let's not let fear stop us. You know, let's continue to have trust in Him, have faith in Him, and do what He's put us here to do. So I pray that you guys have a great day. Enjoy this message. Enjoy the other videos. Please continue to like, share, and subscribe. Comment. Share with a friend. Stay encouraged, and have a great day. See you guys at the next video. Bye.